Inimbitahan ni Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte si dating Senador Juan Ponce Enrile na dumalo sa pulong kaugnay ng pagtalakay sa isyu ng West Philippine Sea. Sa isang taped speech ni Pangulong Duterte noong Huwebes na inirelang kahapon Biyernes, sinabi niyang bilib siya sa utak ni dating Senador Juan Ponce Enrile kaya tandaan niya siyang makinig sa mga sasabihin nito sa isyu ng territorial dispute. Hindi niya magsasalita at sa halip ay pakikinggan lang niya si Enrile na dati ring Defense Minister at alam ang issues na simula pa lamang. Umaasa naman ang Pangulo na paunlakan ni dating Senador Enrile ang kanyang imbitasyon na sumama sa pulong nila ng kabinete sa araw ng Lunes. Narito ang bahagi ng payag ng Pangulong Duterte.
We have respectfully invited Senator Enrile to come here kasi hindi man ako pwedeng makalabas na mag-usap. Pakinggan natin siya. Huwag na tayo, hindi na magsalita. Makikinig na ako sa kanya kasi siya yung he was there right at the beginning. So sa kanya ako makinig kasi sa kanya ako bilib sa utak at pag-intindi nitong problema, itong ating West Philippine Sea. I hope that Senator Enrile would accept the invitation to be our guest here Monday. Kasi more or less isa sa mga tao na irerespeto ko talaga both intellectually and
I was the one who took you out of the rut where you were imprisoned in Camp Crame. I never did this before. I went out of my way to talk to people so that you can get back here in the Senate, and I guaranteed your presence here. But I'm not saying this because
Precisely
I want you to
it, Mr.
owe
President.
any favor to me. I'm just putting that on record to show the character of each one of us here. Okay, second, I'm sure that you resented my statement when we were in the cabinet, when you were presenting your supposed position as against the position of the Department of Foreign Affairs when President Aquino invited me to attend a cabinet meeting on the Scarborough problem. And I told you, who authorized you to make a backroom negotiation with the Chinese for the Scarborough?
Yes, and the
And
President...
you were telling me about treason. Remember?
Yes, and
that
the President
answered
you directly that he authorized me. He told it in your face, Mr. President.
What? Yes, that's correct.
Oh, that's correct.
I accepted that because I
precisely.
did not know that you were authorized. But the fact is that I asked you, whom did you talk to in China?
I don't need to report to the Senate President, Mr. President.
You have a duty
I
to
am not,
report what you do
obliged.
as a senator to this chamber. And in fact, you have a duty to notify the office of the Senate President when you leave this country to go abroad.
But I did
And
not.
the only time that I have authorized you is one time. I do not know how many times you have been to China. My understanding is you have been to China talking to the Chinese government for 6 times already.
Yes. And
And that you have met them 15 or 16 times. For
Yes.
what reason? We do not know. Are you becoming a fifth columnist of the Chinese in this country?
The Senate President is not privy to the backroom channel talks, and I'm not obliged in any way to
I think you have a duty to inform the people.
I'm not. I have already informed the people, but not the Senate President. I'm not obliged to report to the Senate President. And all this line of questioning is irrelevant again. And should this line of questioning continue, I will have to say that I will refuse to yield anymore the floor.
No, I'm asking you a question. You went to China, you asked the ambassador of the Philippines there, Madam Brady, for a meeting, and you said, do not take notes during our conversation. And you called the Secretary of Foreign Affairs a traitor. In fact, you told me that he committed treason.
Yes, it was an executive session and we're not supposed to
And I
divulge
will
what's
read.
happening in
You
the...
want? I will read into
What-
the record your conversation with Brady
But it's
and his
supposed to
notes
be...
to the Department of Foreign
It's
Affairs.
supposed to be a confidential matter. It's,
Yes, but there's nothing
so,
confidential.
even in the executive meeting, cabinet meeting, in the cabinet meeting in Malacanang, Mr. President, I will refuse to answer if if that's
Because
going
you
to be the
cannot
line.
answer the
no,
questions I'm
because
going
it's
to ask
going
you
to
about
be
your
improper
meeting.
in this particular interpretation.
Because you cannot answer
I
the
can
questions
answer.
I'm going to
I
ask
can
you.
answer, but I won't be baited into that trap.
You met,
The point
you met
here
Brady.
is, Mr. President, this is
Mr.
how I
President,
felt.
may I request this gentleman
Mr. President,
to
in
be
that case,
admonished.
I will refuse to yield the floor anymore
Well,
for
in that case, I
any
will read into
interpretation.
read into the record the notes that Mrs. Brady or Ambassador Brady wrote about your conversation with her in Beijing on August 12, 2012. You want me to read
point
this?
of order, Mr. President.
You want me to read this?
Point of
What is
order.
the point of order?
The
gentleman from
the
Bicol?
Senate President may reveal sensitive information pertaining to foreign relations and national security, and I believe it is out of order in
You
this
do not teach me what
session.
the parliamentary proceedings. I'm not answerable to anybody about
There is a
what
point
I
of
say
order,
in this hall.
Mr. President.
The Senate President may proceed.
All right, and I have here the white paper that you've been writing about the Secretary of Foreign Affairs. Well, 17 August 2012. He cannot take the hit. He's a coward. Senator Trillanes requested that no notes be taken.
Ako gusto ko, tinanong ko nga si Secretary Lorenzana, na pwede ba tayong pumunta doon, papasok tayo sa mga Spratly Island yun, ng barko natin. Of course, it should be a Coast Guard. We do not send gray ships to mga warships. Na para ipakita lang natin sa top Pilipino na baski ng ilang balik natin doon, wala talagang mangyari. Because we are not in the possession of the sea. Sa kanila eh.
Mr. President, wala namang balakid yung ating pagpunta doon kahit nga yung Navy ships natin, panayang punta sa Pag-asa Island at magpatrolya doon. Yung ating mga Coast Guard ships, wala din, Mr. President, ang patrolya nila dyan sa mga areas na marami tayong fishermen. And pati na yung Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources na barko, nandyan na rin. Nagpapalit-palit lang sila, Mr. President, dahil limitado yung mga barko natin. But our ships can go there. In fact, regularly, yung ating mga barko dyan sa Palawan ay nagre-resupply sa ating mga islands dyan sa Kalayaan Island Group. So wala pong pati yung ating mga fishermen ay libre naman sila makapangisda na hindi sila ginugulo ng mga Chinese.
Kaya nga, ang China, kung hanggang dyan lang, wag ka lang magulo. You claim that even if you go there and then, wala rin mangyari kasi kanila talaga para sa isip nila kanila. Even if I go there, I said with Secretary Lorenzana and sail there and ask questions, wala mangyari. Sasagutin ka lang. But you know, the issue of the West Philippine Sea remains to be a question forever. Until such time that, we can take it back. Ang akin yan is
Walang iba, gera lang. If we promote a war against China and America, medyo siguro mamadalian. Pero at what cost to us? Ayan ang problema. Yan talaga ang problema. But we can retake it only by force.